Hi everyone, and welcome to my live creative time today. My name is Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. It's great to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining me, whether or not you're watching live or watching on the replay. So if you're watching live, you'll see the red live button up on the top left-hand corner, and if you don't see that, then you are watching the replay. And for those of you watching over on my YouTube channel, thank you so much for coming over there as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to do that, and you can click on the bell notification and choose how you'd like to be notified when I upload new videos. So be sure to do that. So as you're watching today, feel free to share this video with your friends who you think might enjoy it. I would appreciate some love and some thumbs up. That would be awesome. If you like what you see, that would be great. Thank you so much. All right, so while we are just waiting for everyone to find their notifications and to come online with us, I'm going to bring this up on my other devices. So let me just do that now. And I do that so that I can see all of your lovely comments and I can chat with you while we are crafting. So here we go. So we've got iPad going, and we'll just get the computer up too. I do both because sometimes one will muck up, and then at least I've still got another device running. So, and there we go. Okay, all good. Alrighty. So as you're jumping on, feel free to say hi. Let me know that you're here. Remember to grab your cuppa if you, or your cold drink, whatever you like to have. I've just got water this morning. It's a bit too early in the day for a cuppa for me. I usually have mine for afternoon tea. But yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with, and feel free to craft along with me if you'd like to, or you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy what I have for you today. So today's crafting session is going to be a bit shorter than usual because I actually have a meeting straight after this, so I have to be finished by 12 o'clock. Well, hopefully just before 12 o'clock, because I've got another meeting to go to straight away that I need to be online for that. So I'll try and keep it quick today. So I have a beautiful project for you. It's a nice, easy one to create with some brand new product. Of course, we're looking at all the brand new product at the moment. We're going to be playing with some of the free Sale-A-Bration items today. So that'll be great. And then we're also going to be using some things from the annual catalogue and also from the mini catalogue. So mixing it all up. So let me tell you a little bit about Sale-A-Bration if you don't already know. Sale-A-Bration is a fantastic promotion that runs from the 5th of January through to the 28th of February 2023. This is going to be the only Sale-A-Bration we have this year. So if you're familiar with Stampin' Up, you'll know the last couple of years we've had a couple of Sale-A-Brations throughout the year. This year we're only having the one, and it's going for 2 months. So be sure to jump on that while you have the chance. Hey Laurie, how you going? Great to have you live with me today. Welcome, welcome. So during Sale-A-Bration, you can earn free products, and you can do that in a few different ways. You can do that by shopping. So here in Australia, with every $90 Australian dollars, you will get to choose a free item from the Sale-A-Bration brochure. So there's lots of things in here to choose, stamp sets and beautiful designer series papers. So with every $90 purchase, you get to choose a freebie from here, which is awesome. Hey Deborah, how you going? Oh, it's raining, so you're not going to knitting today. You'll do your charity knitting at home. Oh, wonderful. Are you going to knit along today, Deborah, while I'm crafting? That will be lovely. So yeah, so Sale-A-Bration is super awesome. So be sure to check that out. Also too, during Sale-A-Bration, there is an amazing starter kit option as well. So if you love Stampin' Up! Products and you're putting in an order that's up around $160, $170, the starter kit is only $169, but at the moment you get to choose $315 worth of product and still only pay the $169. So you get the added value, which is super awesome. It's more than $80 more than the what the usual offer is. And also too, there's another offer as well. So if you would like to get a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, there's 2 options there for that as well. So be sure to check those out, and I can give you more information if you like. Now, we've also got the new mini catalogue, and we're going to be using some beautiful embellishments from that today. And this one runs until the end of April. So from 5th of January to the end of April 2023. It's got so many beautiful products in it. But today we're actually focusing mainly on Sale-A-Bration. But if you would like these and you're here in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator yet, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, feel free to let me know, and I would love to get those out for you. In fact, I'm going to put a link for you right now in the description here on my Facebook Live. So if you're watching over on YouTube later, I'll add the links there for you as well. All right, so there is my Stampin' Up! Catalogue request link. You'll see that in the comments. Deborah said she's card making now, but she'll knit later. Ah, lovely. Sounds like a lovely crafting day. It's a good day for it today with the weather. Also too, you can also request a copy of the big annual catalogue as well. We're using a few items from there as well, as I mentioned. So using a bit of a mixture today, so it'll be super fun. Now I'm going to try and jump in quite quickly. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. So if I miss, feel free to ask questions while I'm crafting today. But if I happen to miss them, feel free to send me a message as well. You'll see there's a message button at the top of my Facebook page here, and you can click on that and send me a message directly, and then I can I'll get notified of that, and then I can answer your questions. So feel free to do that. So today we are going to be playing with the super cute, super fun Thanks a Bunch stamp set. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, carrots? What am I going to do with carrots? But you know what? I have seen so many cute projects with this. I wasn't actually going to buy it because I thought, oh, well, not buy it. It's a free one from Sale-A-Bration. I wasn't going to order it. I wasn't going to redeem for this one. But then I saw so many cute projects, and I've seen projects made with some of the items from this stamp set that aren't carrots. Like I've seen sceneries, like with water and mountains and trees in the foreground and things like that. People are so creative. Oh my goodness. I kind of thought there's got to be more to it than just carrots, but until I saw somebody do it, I wasn't sure. I'm actually just doing carrots today, but there are so many other things that you can do with these. I hope to be able to have a bit more of a play with this later in the week. Well, we are late in the week, but maybe over the weekend to make some other designs as well. But we'll see how we go for time. I've got a full week this week, so we'll see how we go. But anyway, this is the one we're going to be playing with. So let me show you today how easy it is to stamp with this one and how fun it is. And hopefully you'll fall in love with it like I have. So again, this one you can redeem for free with a $90 purchase during Sale-A-Bration. So this stamp set itself is actually free when you put in a $90 order. So you can choose this one. All right, so I'm going to pop my catalogues over here out of the way. Oh, I just need to pull over my other chair so I can pop them down there. Usually I'll have that beside me ready to dump stuff on, and I forgot to pull it over. There we go. So sorry about the noise. Okay. So, and I'll show you my inspiration for today too. So remember, if you like what you see today, feel free to share my video. Chat with me as we are crafting so that, so that we can have fun together, and feel free to craft along or sit back and relax, as I said before. All right, well, I'm going to flip the camera down onto the desk. I'm going to keep the chatter at the beginning short today so that we can get crafting, because I've got another meeting to get to straight after this. I need to be finished before 12 o'clock. So let's see how we go. All right, I'm going to cover up the camera and I'm going to tip it down to the desktop. So just bear with me for one moment. Here we go. And I do that so that I don't make you dizzy while I do all the transitions of the camera. Here we go. Okay. Get everything all set up, and all those squeaks you can hear, that is me just adjusting the camera and getting that set up. I'll lower that a little bit. Okay, and adjust my lights. And I'll watch to see how that's looking. It's looking very crooked today. Which way do I need to go? This way, I think. How is that? Is that a bit straighter? I'll just wait for the camera to catch up. That's a bit better, just a little bit more. The when I watch the playback, it's a little bit delayed, so it takes me, oh, I went the wrong way, sorry about that. It takes me a few moments to wait for it to catch up so I can see what you're seeing. Oh, now I've gone way too far the other way. Hang on a sec. Let's get this right. Because if I see it crooked, it's going to annoy me. And so if it annoys me, then I figure that it must annoy other people as well. If it's wonky. There we go. I think we've got it now. Yay. Thank you for bearing with me. Hey, Cindy, how you going? Oh, Cindy said, did I like the picture that that she sent me using this set, the rock band? Yes. Oh my goodness, that was so adorable. So clever. So somebody made a little rock band using this stamp set, and one of the stamp sets out of the mini catalogue. It was the which one is it called? It was the music one out of here. I can't think what it's called. I don't actually have that music one yet, but it's on my list. Where is that? Here it is, 72. It was so cute. This one here. Yeah, with the guitar. And I think there was one with was there one with the drums as well, Cindy, in that? I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, and they turned the carrots into little carrot people playing the musical instruments. It was so cute. Really, really cute. And they drawn little faces on them. Or did they draw faces or were they googly eyes? Just trying to remember now. Anyway, yeah, it was so cute. Thanks for sending that to me, Cindy. All right, so this is the stamp set we're going to be using today. As I said, it's from the Sale-A-Bration brochure. You can find it on page 5 in your brochure, and it's free with a $90 purchase. So there's a couple of samples in there as well, which will give you a few more ideas. The card I'm doing today is pretty simple, pretty quick and easy, because I need to be in and out quick today, so I thought we'll do something really quick and easy. This is a photopolymer stamp set, so they're the clear stamps that you can line up, which you'll see I've taken out the ones that we're going to be using today. So yeah, so this is super cute, and it's a 2-step stamp set. So you've got the solid image, and then you've got the detailed image. So you've got a large carrot, a smaller carrot, a bunch of small carrots. You've got a leaf and another leafy bit, and some other little added pieces as well. These are little carrot leaves too. Some added little pieces that you can use in all different ways, not just for carrots. I've seen this one used for water. These have been used for trees. Even the carrots have been used for trees when you turn them up the other way. All different sorts of fun things, but I'm keeping it simple today. Something else we are using today is the Tea Boutique Designer Series paper. Now, this is from the annual catalogue. Okay, I'll just quickly show you that in the annual catalogue. That is, I've got it marked already. There it is on page 134. So that's the Tea Boutique. We're using some of that paper today. It's this really fun paper. I love this paper. It's so pretty. And then we're also going to be using a punch today. And you can find the punch, it's the Label Me Fancy Punch. Let me just grab that. The Label Me Fancy Punch. And the punches are often hard to see on camera because they reflect the light because they're shiny. But it's this one here. That's the one we're going to be using. I like to label all of mine. It makes it so much easier for me to remember which one is which. Well, I don't really need to remember then, do I? So yeah, and then we're going to use some Baker's Twine Essential Pack. We're using some of the Baker's Twine from the annual catalogue, and that comes in 5 different colours. You can see mine are well used, especially you can see which colours are my favourite. And then we're going to be using some of the Enamel Dot Essentials from the mini catalogue. And there's some white ones up under there too. You'll see those when I open the packet when we go to use them. So you've got the 3 different colours in 3 different sizes. And these are great. I'll talk more about them when we go to use them. So let me show you my inspiration today. So I received this really lovely card from one of the Stampin' Up staff members in America, actually. Yeah, I was part of a group of demonstrators working on a particular project, and so Chad Williams from the Home Office in America sent me this lovely card to thank me. So this is our inspiration. So I'm casing Chad's layout today. Obviously using the carrot, so it's going to look very different, and I'm using different designer series paper, a different punch, but it's basically the same layout. Now this is American size cardstock, so it's a little bit different to Australia. It's wider and a bit shorter. So ours is more narrow and tall. But yeah, same sort of layout. So this is my inspiration for today's card. So let me show you what it is that we're going to be doing. All right. So it was really lovely and special to get a card from Chad from America. I wasn't expecting that. And yeah, it was really lovely. A nice surprise to get a thank you card all the way from America. Very exciting. Alrighty. So I'm going to put this project up on my blog in the next couple of days. So it'll be up there, and I'll have all the measurements there for you. They're all very standard measurements. This is just a scrap for stamping our sentiment. So it's not really any measurements for that. That's just a scrap. Just big enough to fit your punch, basically. And then these pieces, yeah, that's all that there is to it. And then our stamps. So I've already mounted up the stamps that we're going to use. So I'm using the large carrot, the 2 leaves, and then the sentiment. I'm going to make a thank you card. So I'm doing thanks a bunch. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be using. All right, now I'm bringing in my Stampin' Pierce mat so that I can get nice stamped images, because this is a photopolymer stamp set. The stamps are quite rigid and firm, so it's good to have a bit of cushioning underneath them, and that way it gives you a little bit of a foamy surface and you get a nice stamped image that way. This was a beautiful gift that was given to me by one of my beautiful Stampin' Up friends at our demonstrator event or convention, as it used to be called, in November. It's called On Stage, and she had these printed for some of her special friends, and yeah, and so I received one. So thank you so much, Shani, for my beautiful Stampin' Pierce mat, and today is the first day I'm going to be using it, but I want to keep it nice, so I'm going to use a little piece of grid paper, small grid paper on top of it to protect it, as I want to keep it nice. All right, inks. So first of all, we're using the mini, we're going to use one of the mini blending brushes as well from the mini catalogue. I'll show you the difference in the sizes. Let me grab a big one. So this is the standard size ones that you can get in the annual catalogue, and these are the new small brushes that are in the well, actually they were in the last mini catalogue. They were in the July to December mini catalogue, and they've been carried over, so you'll find them in the online store. Okay, so they're not actually in a current catalogue, they're in the online store. But yeah, so they're both available, and this one will work really well for what we need today, because we only need to put a little bit of ink. And these ones, you've got a bigger surface, so I'll show you how to do that. We've got a sponge dauber, and then these are the ink colours that we're using. Let me just grab those. We've got Melon Mambo and Pumpkin Pie for our carrots and our sentiment, and then we've got Parakeet Party and Granny Apple Green for our leaves. So really, really pretty colours, and you don't need too many. There's only the 4 of them. All right, so we're going to start with our stamping. So let's do that first. I'll put all these other pieces over to the side, and we're going to start with what I'm going to do is, so with the carrot, you've got the large solid image, and then you've got the detail, okay? I'm going to actually use the detail in a different way as well as use it for the detail for the carrot. I'm going to use it as grass. So I'm going to do that part first, and then we'll stamp some carrots. So let me show you a different way of using that. So I'm going to stamp the grass in Granny Apple Green. So I'm just going to put that one to the side because I want this one, I want the detail one first. Oh, and that's my other piece for my sentiment. So I must remember to stamp my sentiment. I usually stamp my sentiments first actually, but yeah, I am doing it differently today. So, all right, so Granny Apple Green for the grass, and we're just going to stamp that along the bottom of our little strip of cardstock, and then we're going to do it again, and this time we're just going to move it across a little bit. There we go, and then this time I'm going to do just that end little bit down this end. There we go. So now we've created grass. Look at that, isn't that easy? And that was the detail of the carrot. So we're going to use that one again in a minute. Okay, and we'll give that a clean with our chamois because we're going to be using a different color on it for the next stamping. So we don't want our carrots to be green. We want our carrots to be orange. Okay, dry that off. Now, oh, I meant to keep that Granny Apple Green ink out because what I'm going to do is take a little bit of that Granny Apple Green ink with my small blending brush, and I'm just going to blend a little bit of colour over that grass. Just to make that, but I only wanted a little bit of colour. I didn't want that to go up too high. Just to make that more green at the bottom. There we go. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Next step is to stamp our carrots. All right. So we can put the blending brush to the side. Now, all of these products that I'm using today, you can find in my online store, which I forgot to mention before. You'll find my online store here at my blog, which is mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. And you can click on the shop button there at the top of my blog. There's also a join button there as well if you are interested in purchasing the starter kit and joining my team. And I can give you more information about that as well if you would like to find out more about joining my awesome team. We had somebody join just yesterday. Oh, yesterday? Day before. Tuesday. Yeah, we had a new team member join on Tuesday, which was very exciting. So that was awesome. And yeah, we are always happy to welcome new team members because we have lots of fun in our team. And last weekend, we actually just all went out for lunch together, which was really lovely. We had a lovely, lovely day. Whoops, we want to go that way. I'm just making sure I'm stamping them in the right order. Hang on, focus, Mandy, focus. Yes, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so we do lots of fun things in our team. So I'm using the Melon Mambo first for the solid image of the carrot. And I'll just make sure I move that around my ink pad to get good coverage of ink. And we're going to stamp 3 carrots. So I'm going to stamp the first one down here. Make sure I get that stamped well. Yep, good. We're going to stamp the second one over here. There we go. And then the last one is going to be stamped up here. There we go. Okay, so that's the first layer of the carrot. Now they look pretty cute, but we're going to add some detail and make them even nicer. Yes, so we had a lovely day, a lovely lunch out. I was telling my viewers on Monday, on my Facebook Live on Monday, which is at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, in case you have never seen me on Mondays, telling them all about our team lunch that we had last weekend, which was so lovely. It was just something fun that we did together. Which one's that one? Mango. No, we want to put that one away. Yeah, just to spend a bit of time with each other and enjoy each other's company. And we ended up being there for about 5 hours. We had lunch. Uh-oh, I got a bit of extra ink there. We had lunch. We had coffee and tea and lots of chatting, and team members that hadn't met other team members got to meet each other, and yeah, it was really, really lovely. Very relaxed afternoon. All right, so this is pumpkin pie, and this is for the detail. So we're going to stamp this over to the right side, and it's photopolymer so you can see through. So I'm just trying to line that up. There we go. And see, now we've got that detail on our carrot. Doesn't that make a big difference? There we go. And we do lots of fun things in my team. We have creative challenges each month for those that want to participate. We have monthly team gatherings, and I do recognitions and welcome new team members. I give everyone all the Stampin' Up news, keep everybody updated, and then we have some creative time together, which is always lots of fun. So we have a craft and chat session together, and there's always things happening in the group. We have a Facebook group, and there's always something going on in the group. It's a jump-in little group. We're always in there. It's always lots of fun. All right, so there's our beautiful carrots. Now we need some carrot tops. So we're going to bring in our greens. So there's our parakeet party and our granny apple green. Now the granny apple green is a little bit darker than the parakeet. So we're going to start with the lighter color first. Let me switch them over. So we're starting with the parakeet party, and that's going to be for the more solid leaf. And then we've got the finer leaves with the darker color. Now this leaf, it does have a detail stamp as well, but I'm not using that today because I'm going to stamp the other one over the top of it. So it has got a little detail there as well. You can add that if you want to as a two-step, but I'm just using the solid one and then this one over the top as well. Oh, hi, Zana, how you going? Oh, 12:30 in the morning there. Good morning to you. You've seen a card like this? Oh, awesome. This one is inspired by a card that I received from one of the Stampin' Up staff members in America as a thank you card for helping on a project that we were working on last year. Well, and into this year. Oh, I got that extra ink again. I'm over inking today because I'm rushing, I think. There we go. I'll just clean that off. See, chamois comes in handy. There we go. So we're going to stamp one up there too. And then we'll stamp this one over here. There we go. Okay. So let's leave that out. We'll give that one a clean. There we go. So what I always tell all of my team members as well, and there we go, that when you join Stampin' Up and join with my team, there is no pressure to sell product. So if you just want to join just for the discount, you can. That's totally fine. I'm happy with that. Stampin' Up's happy with that. There's no pressure to sell product. You can just purchase for yourself and for your own crafting enjoyment, which a lot of my team do that. So that's totally okay. So don't worry about that. Some people get really concerned that they're going to be, you know, having to sell product or do classes or do Facebook Lives like I do or something like that. But no, you don't have to. You don't have to do that at all. You can just enjoy the community, enjoy the crafting, enjoy the discount, because then you get a 20% discount on all your products too once you join, which is super awesome. So you get the starter kit and all the freebies in the starter kit, and then you get an ongoing discount as well, which is awesome. And then we get to order new products early. We get to see the new catalogs early. There's demonstrator only Facebook groups where you get lots of creative inspiration. There's demonstrator only events. There's so much for demonstrators. And the good thing is we get to enjoy everything that the customers do. So we get all the specials and the sales and all of that as well. Plus we get our demonstrator discount on top of that. So yeah, we save lots of money, which is good. Okay, so there's our little carrot panel. How cute is that? See, I told you it was going to be cute. So quick and easy, right? So now we're just going to stamp sentiment. So we'll pop that to the side. We'll give that a moment to dry while we work on our sentiment. And before I do my sentiment, I'm going to make sure that I stamp it in the right spot this time, because last night I stamped it a little bit too far in and I thought, uh-oh, hang on, my cardstock's not going to fit. All right, so we don't want to go too far along the cardstock. All right, so I've got two stamps here. I've got thanks a bunch. They're two separate ones, so you can use them together or you can use them separately. There we go, thanks. The other thing is too, if you do join Stampin' Up, you can, oh, and my team, of course, you can opt out at any time. You're not locked in. Oh, that's a little bit too close. I'm going to just turn it around, do it on the other side. Yeah, you can stay as long as you like, of course. We would love you to stay. But if you need to leave, if you find that you can't stay and you need to leave, that's okay too. There's no exit penalties or anything like that. So you can leave at any time and you just basically stop ordering as a demonstrator and you go back to being a customer. So it's really easy. There we go. That's great. That looks really good. Those two go really well together, don't they? Thanks a bunch. Love it. Yeah, so it's super easy. So that's a little bit about my team, but I am happy to answer any questions. There's never a silly question either. So just know that, because all of us have been back at the beginning and have had to learn things. And you only learn by asking questions. And I'm one of those people that I know like to know everything about everything. So if I am unsure about something, I like to ask lots of questions. So feel free to ask me any questions. All right, so we're going to punch that now with our punch. So let me just line that up in the middle. That's about the middle. There we go. So that's our Label Me Fancy punch. And then we're going to take that sponge dauber that I mentioned at the start, and we're going to put a bit of ink around the edges. I think this has become my signature technique. I do this on most of my cards now. I just love it. It just gives you a border and just really lifts that sentiment. And I often do it on my other layers too, but we're just doing it on the sentiment layer today. There we go. Done. Quick and easy. Oh, you meant the Rock Band card, Zana, you were talking about, you'd seen before. Ah, okay, yes. I know, it's so cute, isn't it? Really, really cute, that Rock Band card. All right, so we are ready to put our card together. Just grab all my little pieces. Here we go. Okay, and all right, so I'm going to use some multi-purpose liquid glue because that's going to be nice and quick. Oh, look at that pretty paper on the back. So again, if you're wondering which paper I'm using, if you jumped in a little bit late, it's from the Tea Boutique suite. It's the Tea Boutique designer series paper. It's in 6x6 sheets, and there's lots and lots of beautiful designs on there. It's a shame to cover up this one, isn't it? But that's okay. There's more where that came from. There's more in the pack. So all good. It's actually hard to see where I'm putting the glue. This paper is so busy. There we go. All right, so we've got these gorgeous stripes, which go really well with the carrots, don't you think? The other thing is too, in the Sale-A-Bration brochure, one of the free items is the, I think it's called On the Farm designer series paper. Have you seen that? It's super cute. That would go really well with the carrots as well, because it's like a farm, you know, it's sort of a farm themed paper, and this would go so well with that. All right, so we're going to adhere this one down now, our focal piece. And this one's just going down flat. So not a lot of dimension to this card. There'll be a little bit with the sentiment, but this one is going to be adhered flat. There we go. And then we've got this strip here. Now I haven't trimmed this strip yet because I wanted to, it depends on where this panel ends up as to how long you need this strip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little pencil mark and then I'm just going to trim that up. So this piece is going to go right to the edge of the card. So I'm measuring from the edge of the white there to the edge of the card. And I'm going to put a little pencil mark and I'm just going to quickly trim that on my paper trimmer, which I've dumped everything else onto. So hang on one sec. I have to move everything now so I can grab my trimmer. There we go. Let's just cap that glue. So it's my trimmer and I'll just trim that there where I made that little pencil mark. There we go. Oh, I've got a little bit of pencil mark still there, so I'll just rub that out. There we go. Good. Okay, and then I'll just double check that. Yep, beautiful. All right, we're going to adhere that down now. So we'll just use our glue again. I'm loving the multi-purpose liquid glue these days. I'm using it a lot more than I used to. I never used to like it because I do tend to get sticky with it. But I always just make sure I have my baby wipes nearby now. But it's just so quick and easy. I do still use some of my dry adhesives depending on the project that I'm creating. But I just find the liquid glue just so quick. There we go. And we'll line that up. And we've got the lines on the designer series paper so we can use those as a guide to line that up and make sure we've got that straight. Bring that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, and now with our sentiment, we're going to put some dimensionals onto that and pop that up. That's going to be our dimension because it's going up onto dimensionals. All right. Has anybody else played with this carrot stamp set yet? I can see a few of you have seen it used, but has anybody purchased it or redeemed it yet? Redeemed it for free? We love freebies, don't we? And why not? Like, let's take advantage of that and get those freebies. There we go. There's our sentiment. Now we need to add our ribbon and bling. So we've got a little bit of baker's twine. I'm going to use some glue dots to adhere the baker's twine. How are we going for time? 11:42. Good, I'm doing well. My meeting is at 12 o'clock, so this will probably be my fastest live ever. Because I usually take my time and I chat with you as I go. I'm just trying to break this glue dot a little bit because I'm only using twine, so I only want a little bit of glue dot, not the whole glue dot. There we go. It's stuck under my nail now. Okay, so I'm going to roll that little bit into a ball to put onto the back of our, onto the back of our twine. So just get that, which is the back. That's the back. You can always tell where the back is because the front of the knot always looks neater. And we're going to pop this down sideways this time. I don't often do a sideways bow. I do sometimes, but not often. But we are having a sideways bow today. There we go. And then our bling. So, as I said, this stamp set is free with a $90 purchase. So if you were to purchase the designer series paper, which is $21, and the punch, which is $34, and if you were to purchase 3 of the ink pads, which are $14 each, that would come to $97. So then you would be able to get the stamp set for free. Or instead of that, you might like to order the enamel dots. These are the enamel dots. The enamel dot essentials, they're called. These are from the new mini catalogue. And you've got white, crumb cake, and night of navy on here. So these are $14. So you might like to get 2 ink pads and a packet of these instead. Or you might want to get the baker's twine or some sponge daubers. Yeah, and then build your order up over the $90 and then get the carrots for free, which is super awesome. Or you might already have some other things on your wish list. So we're going to pop 2 of the enamel dots up there, and then we're going to pop the third one, because of course we always have to have an uneven number, down there like that, and we are done. That is it. Isn't that a nice, quick and easy card? And how fun is that? Lots of bright color, and yeah, just really fun with those carrots. So yeah, super cute, aren't they? What do you think? So you wouldn't realize when you look at the stamp set, when you look at it like that, you can't sort of see what it looks like finished. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you've got all the details, you sort of like, how does that all go together? But when you put it all together and you see all the details together, they look really cute. So there you go. But yeah, so many other options because you've got different bits here. As I said, I've seen this used for water. This one I used for the grass down the bottom. You can use these as little trees or other little leafy foliage on other plants and things like that. So many different things. This could be ground. You've got some ellipsis. No, ellipsis is 3 dots, isn't it? I don't know what it is when you have 5 dots. But yeah, there you go. So that is my project. And let's bring back in Chad's project that inspired my project today. There you go. So that's the one I received from Chad Williams in America. And then this is my my case of Chad's card. So how cool is that? Same layout, just using different items. He used a die here. I used a punch. So there you go. So what do you think? It's fun? Yeah. Awesome. Great. All right. Well, I am going to tip the camera back up. So bear with me for one moment while I just do that. And, oh, there was one other thing I was going to tell you about. Hang on, let me flip the camera up and then I'll tell you. Here we go. Okay. Just don't want to make you all dizzy. Oh, I'll tighten that back up. There we go. All right, just, sorry, bear with me a moment. I'm just adjusting those lights. Oh, I forgot to flip. I'm upside down and on the roof and back to front. There we go. See, I'm rushing today. Forgetting everything, forgetting all my steps. I need to have a checklist in front of me. Do this, 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 this. And then I wouldn't forget anything. But anyway, but there's my card, and I'll tell you about the other thing that I was going to tell you about in a moment. Isn't it cute? Those carrots, they're just so bright and fun, aren't they? These would be great for so many different occasions, I think. And yeah, for so many different people. Lots of different ideas. And, oh, hi, Kay, how you going? Lovely to have you with us. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kay. I'm glad you like it. So what I was going to mention to you too was that if you are shopping with me, I mentioned about where to find my online store, but if you are shopping with me and your order is over $75, use my host code. This is my January 2022 host code. And when you use this, I will send you a free gift for shopping with me. So when your order is over 75, but be sure to use the host code. So if you are shopping and you're purchasing over the $90, you get to choose a free item from the Sale-A-Bration brochure until the end of February. And if it's over the 90, then it's already over the 75. Use my host code and you'll get a free gift from me as well. And you'll get a card in the mail as well. And you never know, you might get this one In fact, I might even make up a whole bunch of these because they were super quick. You saw how quick that was to make. Yeah. So, but the other thing I was going to mention to you too was about subscribing to my newsletter. If you're not yet receiving my newsletter, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter so that you can be kept up to date with what's happening. I put creative inspiration in there each week as well, and lots of other things are in there. So check that out. Also too, for new subscribers to my newsletter, you get an exclusive 3-project tutorial that is exclusive only for people who join, only for people who subscribe to my newsletter. So I'm going to put the link in the comments so that you can grab that there. If you're not already subscribed to my newsletter, be sure to subscribe there. And I will put my all of my links in the description of this video, both on Facebook and on YouTube, and you'll be able to grab them from there. Now let me just see. So I've got my catalog request. I'll pop my host code in there too, with a direct link. It's got a shopping link attached to the host code there. So I'll put that in there too. So you've got that link. And the last thing was a link to my blog. I'll pop that in there too for you, because on my blog will be all of the measurements for this card. So if you want to grab the measurements for this card, then you can go over to my my blog. There you go. Okay, so all of the links are there in the comments. So if you want to grab them while you're here, grab those. So that's in the comments on Facebook. Over on YouTube, all the links will be in the description under my LinkTree. So you can click on that and then you can navigate where you want to go, which link you want to go on. All right, well, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that quick and easy card. So there's mine. That's the one that I received, which is the one that I cased, and that's the one we made today. So same layout. So it's a great idea if you receive cards that you love, yeah, you can case them and change them up, make them your own, but you might like to use the same layout or the same colors or something like that. You can use something from those to create your own project. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry that I have to rush off today, but as I said, I have a meeting straight after, so I have to prepare for that. But yeah, if there's anything I can help you with, please feel free to send me a message. You'll see my message button at the top of my Facebook page here. If you're watching over on YouTube, you can find a link to message me or email me in my my LinkTree link. So just click on the link there and you can go through to all of my different avenues of contact, etc. So you can find me that way as well. So thank you all so much for being here with me today. It's nearly the weekend, so I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. We've got a rainy, miserable day today, actually. So, but one good thing is all of our collection stuff that we put out for the Garbos went today. So we feel a bit lighter today because all of those things that we've been clearing out over the last couple of weeks have gone. So yes, we've got a little bit more to do and we've got one more collection in a couple of weeks, but all the big stuff went yesterday, this morning. So exciting. All right, well, I better run for my meeting. So I hope you all have a great week. If I can do anything to help you or you have any questions, please feel free to get in contact with me. And remember, there's never a silly question. So I'm happy to answer any of your questions you might have. Remember that amazing starter kit offer as well. If you want to ask me more about that, then feel free to get in contact with me for that too. All right, have a great weekend, everyone, and happy crafting. Bye.